Hello YouTube, Dark Vigilante bringing you Claire's second run with commentary. No damage, no saves, hardcore. We are still going to be getting the submachine gun. However, we still will be doing the no damage run. So, without further ado, let's get started. No infinite items, obviously, either. This is something you could do yourself. I prefer the second run over the first run. I think it's a better run. I find it to be more fun.
Leon, I'm sure you beat me here.
Both of Claire's runs, in my opinion, are really easy. I think I mentioned that in the other playthroughs, but super easy. There's not really that many places where I feel uncomfortable or I feel as though I could take a hit that I can't dodge or can't avoid in some way. Whereas with Leon, that's definitely not the case. Leon definitely has the harder run. The shotgun is completely inferior to the grenade launcher too, so definitely definitely lends itself to why Claire's run is easier. Okay, we're gonna just wing this guy. This isn't good. Just gonna wing her too so that she doesn't snag us. We might have been able to run by her without her grabbing us, but it's really not a good idea to even try. That close, it's unlikely we could actually dodge her easily, so... Not even gonna push our luck there.
Bastard.
These two zombies in this hallway actually despawn after you get past a part in the game, so they're not actually worth killing for that reason. So you're better just to stun them or get them to fall on the ground, however you can do it, and just bypass them. There's no point in actually finishing them off. Hug the right side there, you can get right around Lewis! Dude's crawling around. Poor guy. And we're gonna put a lot of this stuff away. A lot, but... Obviously we need the fuse to be able to get out of that room, so... Get that. That's it. We're still gonna be pretty full up, but that's just because we're gonna be using a lot of this pretty quickly here, so... Claire doesn't really need the boards nearly as much as Leon does, in my opinion. She doesn't have to go through a certain hallway. So I guess technically I didn't need to pick up the second board. So don't make that mistake if you're doing this. There's no point in worrying about it.
Not good.
Yeah, well, if he's gonna take forever to cross, then I'm just gonna go do this real quick. There is some ammo out here. There's also another board if you want it. Like I said, with Claire's game, there isn't really a reason to do that, given that she doesn't have to go through that room.
Damn it.
See if we can just get by these guys. Kill them. No point. These guys out here, however, are a different story. Helps if you stop missing. Luckily, we got double decaps there, so pretty good. Anytime you can get a double decap, you're doing well. He's already coming down the stairs, interesting. 3 decaps, wow. Okay, well, there you go. The solution to this is Crown Fire Dove. If you don't have room for it right now, don't worry about it. You technically don't need to be grabbing that just yet. You'll have a chance later on. We don't have the item box in this room, so it does make it a little more trickier to deal with your inventory early on, but not a big deal. It helps that Claire doesn't need those extra boards, too. I'm going to just go ahead and place it now. Because why not? No reason to keep it in my inventory, basically. When we come through this room over here, we're going to walk, not run. This is where the liquor is.
What was that?
And like I said, this is the only time we're coming through this room, so we don't need to come through here ever again as Claire. Luckily, there isn't zombarinos in here that we have to deal with. Okay, we're gonna grab the C4 with the detonator on it. We're also gonna grab this flash grenade. Wow, that is probably the most decaps I've ever seen. Chances are you're probably not going to get that lucky. So just make sure that guy's actually down. Safe code is 9157. We'll get 2 extra slots. I don't really think the speed loader is necessary in this playthrough. We're not really using the SLS here, so it's not as useful as the first playthrough. Therefore, I don't really see it as something we need to actually do. This is going to be the last time we come through this room. So we're going to go ahead and... I'm just going to kneecap the guy that busts in here. I'm not going to actually kill him.
Son of a bitch.
Go. But as soon as he walks a little further towards us so that I don't get caught and grabbed, I'm going to go basically around the other side and leave him in here forever. There we go. Easy peasy. It's guaranteed not to be
Fucking
dead.
hell.
That could be dead. Okay. think this guy is actually dead, because if he wasn't, he probably would have moved by now. He says as he gets up. Unbelievable. Well, you can just ignore that I said that, because obviously I was completely and utterly wrong. The code here is CAP. Shower cap. Over here and grab some grenade rounds. We're going to grab the jewelry box. We are not going to go into the stars room just yet. There's one final zombie up here. This room.
God damn it.
DCM is the combination for this one. We're going to get some ammo out of there. Okay, nice. Also going to grab the spade key. These are all areas we're going to have to come through multiple times, so it's best to eliminate all of the zombies in these areas for that exact reason. We do need the knife in this room. I suppose we could do the unicorn statue while we're here. Kids scale worm is the solution for this one. Can't grab it just yet, but we will come back and grab it here in a little bit. Unbelievable.
I can do this.
Had more decaps than not having decaps, which is pretty insane. So we're going to grab this, and then I think what we'll do is we'll get rid of the spade key, which will free up the slot for us. And then I will also do the item box, get rid of some stuff. We'll grab the second medallion, the red book, and then we'll go to the stars room. We can grab the medallion and the red book on our way back from the stars room. So we don't need to go grab those right now. It'll be more efficient to just grab them as we're coming back through. Wasn't sure if the liquor came out yet. Does not. Which is good. Obviously we don't want that if we don't have to do that. We're going to put all of this away because we don't need it. Oh, we need to grab the other knife too. So we need at least 3 slots open in order to accomplish that, so I gotta try to remember that. I think it won't be a problem. There shouldn't be anything we have to deal with now. Mr. X is a non-issue at this point. He won't even come out until we go to the end of this hallway, which we're going to intentionally trigger. You cannot come into the STARS office, so you are safe in here from him. No need to worry. So you didn't know that. We are going to be exclusively mixing acid rounds, so we're never going to be creating anything but that. Once Mr. X goes through that door to our right, we're going to also leave the room and head this way. We need to go to the 3rd floor to activate the explosive, so head that way next. That'll be the last medallion and the last item that we need in this area before we can go and deal with G1. Well, we're gonna have to dodge him here.
Stay back!
It's really not that big of a problem, as it may seem. We'll just go down here, lead him away. Oh. He can't actually jump down here, so he has to go around, which is nice. He either has to go... Yeah, he's going down the stairs, so... And then we can now come in here. Solve this one. This is going to be Ram, Harp, Bird. So, Ram, Harp, Bird. And then we're going to wait for him to come in, do the exact same thing as before. This is just to avoid damage. Controller just died, so give me a second here. Not sure what happened there. It's still on, actually, so it must have lost the Bluetooth signal. I'm going to plug it in just in case it's low on battery, because that almost got me hit right there. Hopefully that... it's reading it again. Here we go. So we're good to leave. Go to G1. The little mini heart attack that gave me because my controller decided not to work. And again, we're not going to do the book right now because there's no reason to. Those zombies are still in there. They haven't despawned yet. So this will be the end of RPD 1 because of that. Actually, we'll take this only because it makes the stairs go a little quicker. G1, if you have above 120 frames, you can just use the knife trick. I've shown it a bunch of times already, so you're familiar, but if you're not, you just take the knife and swing over and over. Kind of aim it down and to the left a little bit. And then you just hit him over and over and over again until he dies. And that's because you're hitting him more times because the higher frame. It does destroy the durability quicker on your knife, so you're going to have to keep that in mind. With our first knife, we're going to use it until it turns red, and basically until the durability is almost gone. We're going to use it as a defensive weapon, and then we're going to use our second knife to finish him off. We'll demonstrate that real quick. Hit the eye if you can, does extra damage. Okay, so first knife, defensive weapon, bam. Second weapon, or second knife, hit him until he goes. And that's it. Very simple. Him grabbing you doesn't actually cause damage. As long as you use your defensive item there, it doesn't cause any damage, so. Grab some ammo. You don't need to grab the ammo there. I would still recommend it. We need it for the dogs for later on, and some zombies.
This way.
If we have enough. We will use it for both. You can also get the JMB, the John Moses Browning, which is a Browning high power in real life. If you want. Again, I don't really think it's necessary.
It won't move.
It's free ammo.
You got it.
So, what's your mom like?
She works at Umbrella. She's making important medicine.
Umbrella? That big pharmaceutical company?
My mom's always at work. I don't get to see her much.
Well, hopefully you'll get to see her again soon. So, where's your dad?
He,
Claire has to deal with liquors, so her playthrough because of that. You don't actually
My
need a
mom,
weapon
but
here.
he's gone.
Wow. Both of my parents are gone. It's just me and my brother.
Oh, over there.
We're not going to be killing anything in this area, basically.
It's closed.
Okay. Key card first. Then that asshole gets what's coming to him.
Essentially, we only kill things that are in our way or potentially could hit us. The liquors are quite easy to avoid, so there's really no good reason why we would kill them. Claire does need the diamond key to get to the elevator room where you can turn it on. You'll also get your stock for the grenade launcher. You don't actually need the stock for the grenade launcher, to be honest with you. It is handy, it's nice to have. Allows you to shoot grenades a little bit further away more accurately, but totally unnecessary if you don't. We're going to grab the gunpowder here and mix it. We're going to stay against this far left side here. And when we get closer to this liquor, we're going to move to the right side. So that we don't get him aggroed. And then once we're clear of this door, we're going to run out because it's safe to do so. Claire doesn't really need flash grenades. She technically only needs one flash grenade for her run. I do tend to grab it because it's a free defensive item. Again, it's not necessary, it's just peace of mind if you're trying to do... Heck. It's weird. I have never seen those zombies do that before. Huh. Normally that doesn't happen. But if it does, grab that diamond key and get the F out of here. And then we're going to intentionally aggro this liquor because we want him to reposition. She did not reposition, actually. We're going to do that again. Second or two. Nope. So hopefully third time's a charm. It is not the charm. Sometimes this will take 4 or 5 tries. Usually I can get it by the... I'd say like by the third one is the average. There you go. So once you see them climb back up on that wall, that's when you know that you can get by them without getting hit. So there you go. Stay against this left side. Go quickly. Do not aim or get scared there or take any extra time. You don't have extra time. Stay to the right, once again. Just get going, don't lollygag right there. And now we're safe. Clickers can't open doors like zombies can, so essentially once you get past the door where they're at, as long as there's no way for them to travel into the next room, you're good to go. So... Alright, now we're going to use the diamond key, the one and only time we're going to need it.
Must be where that guy came from.
Here. You can use it to grab those little safes that they have. I personally don't do that, I don't care for the items that are in there. I don't remember if there's a pouch in one of those. I can't really remember. Either way, it's not necessary. If you want to, feel free to do that. It's really not that hard to get into most of the diamond rooms, so if there's something in there that you want, go ahead. Personally, I don't think it's the extra time and effort. We're going to grab the heart key out of here, and then we're going to use the item box to store a lot of this stuff. We are going to have to deal with some zombies, so keeping that in mind. Probably a good idea. We're gonna grab the grenade launcher. I'm gonna put the stock on it. And then what do we got? 4 rounds. That's probably enough, actually. Plus the one in the gun. I think that's good. There is a zombie that Claire has to deal with that's kind of a pain that I will probably use a flash grenade on. I didn't used to do that with that zombie, but I think I will now. Just because it's just a little bit easier to do that. Hit them with a flame grenade. Make sure they die. Do not get too close to them. They can still grab you. Heart key on the door, directly in front there. Take down the second zombie. This is the key item we need. There's also a cog here that we're going to need as well. And I'm going to go down into the basement real quick. You don't need to do this, it's not something that's required. There is some gunpowder down here that I'm gonna grab, actually. I'm also gonna use the heart key on the door here. There will be a liquor in there that will jump out if you go in there. Because we don't need the puzzle box anymore, you don't really need to come in here if you don't want to. But there is some handgun ammo in here if you would like to get it. I think there's a safe as well. I have no interest in that. Back to the top. I probably should have grabbed the ammo at the top before, but I don't know. This also means that when we use the heart key, the next time we'll be able to discard it, which is nice. Gives us an extra slot to work with. We do need another slot to carry a grenade and the handle for the jack, so we need to keep that in mind. We need 2 extra slots, which means the ammunition that is out here in this other area we aren't going to grab, because if we did that we wouldn't have enough room. Actually, we would, because the heart key would be able to be discarded, and we're going to use the flash grenade, so disregard. If you want to pick up the ammo out here, you totally can. In fact, I will do that just to... Like I said, I do like to carry the extra rounds, so... Here, there's a zombie to my right now. She's quite close when you come down those stairs, so be careful. You could hit her with a flame grenade if you want to, but I'm just going to use this flash grenade. And then we're going to trigger Mr. X. Let's see if he chases us out here or not. Doesn't sound like he came this way. That's actually not a bad thing that he's going this way, so we're just gonna let him do that. We're going to go to the far side because we need to use the heart key. There will be a licker in here, keep that in mind. So when you're doing this, be prepared to use it with the grenade launcher on him. We already killed this guy earlier, so he's not going to get up. Just be mindful that Mr. X can come in here at any time. Licker's down. We're going to use our key here to open the door. It can now be discarded, which is nice. That gives us an extra inventory slot. Use the grenade. We do not want to use the grenade as a defensive item. We need it for the... Generally, Mr. X will be like right on your tail once you come in here, so be very careful and mindful of that. Now we need to go back up to the library. Lower the shelf. You can move all 3 of these at once. Just clear as a damp. Leon can do it too, of course. There are 2 zombies in here. So hopefully you have enough rounds. We have 4 left, so we have plenty. And just make sure that they're dead before you move. Most of the time that I've come in here, I've never had a problem with Mr. X getting to me before I can deal with those two guys, so... If you are in a pinch there, you can just shoot the first guy, and you'll have enough time to get in there even if Mr. X is basically right on. So... not a problem, basically, either way. There is some gunpowder in here that would be a good idea to grab. Come back here through this door, and back in the end here. Deal with the little puzzle here with the cogs. Get the parking key.
That worked.
Like you just opened a door, so I think we're actually good to run out of here. Because once he opens that door, he can't be on this side anymore, because this door isn't actually open. Is he in here? Did he come back? The music kicked up like he was in here, but I don't actually think he is. Generally, I like to wait till he comes after me up here, because once you open this door, he can actually teleport in front of me. Which is, as you can imagine, quite bad. But that did not happen. We're good to go. It's just a precaution. And now we have the parking garage key card, and we need to do Sherry's little stint. Sherry doesn't get a weapon, so we're just going to be hiding from Chief Irons. Let's see if we can solve this one real quick. Not much to say with that one. It seems random, so you'll just have to kind of rotate and move the blocks around. I usually just try to match the first block and then the last block, if you can. It really doesn't matter that much. It doesn't take all that long if you just go through all the rotations real quick. I said we're just gonna hide from Chief Irons. There's really not much to say here.
That must be the door out of here.
Be smart about it. Don't get caught. Get good.
Oh no, it's him.
so fucking sorry!
Go away! Help! Somebody, please!
You stupid bitch, that's a dead end!
Hide. Hide.
It's all over now! Door's locked! Where are you? Show yourself! I know you're in here! The longer it takes me to find you, the worse it's gonna be!
Oh God. Oh God.
Little bitch has gotta be here somewhere. Oh, oh. God damn it! Son of a bitch.
No more. No more. Please.
This is your last fucking chance! Show yourself! Now! Oh, fuck! It burns! Fuck is my key? Nice. D.
Hurry. Hurry. Hurry.
I'm coming, Sherry! Get over here, you little bitch!
Good to see you again, Claire.
Just you wait, asshole.
And back to Claire. This is going to be the part with the dogs, so we're going to need the handgun and the ammunition. We do not need the grenade launcher any longer. In fact, basically for the rest of the game, we don't really need it, per se. So... plenty of ammo, looks like. I'll grab the JMB, why not? Might as well. Just because I like the gun. I'd love to buy one in real life, but they are super expensive. Well over $1,000 nowadays. With Mr. X, when he comes out to chase you, just play Ring Around the Rosie. He's coming that way, you just run around outside. As long as you keep running, he can't actually hit you, so you don't really need to worry about him catching up to you and smacking you or anything. We're gonna pull these zombies away from their spawn point here. So we can actually go in where they come from. And once you actually go in there, you're completely safe. Zombies and Mr. X will not follow you in there.
Looks like the only way forward.
And even if they were, we're just going to keep running anyway, so it doesn't really matter. Thankfully, Mr. X does not chase you through this area with the dogs. It'd be pretty rough to deal with. Usually with Misty here, I just wing her. That, don't bother. Dog's gonna jump on the car. Give it him. For her. Dog here. Same thing. Three dogs in this area. Just be careful. Don't let them jump over the fence at you. Grab the submachine gun ammo here. There is a zombie on the bus, so be mindful of that. There's also a grenade on the bus that you can grab, so do that. Yes. Watch out for that jump they like to do right there
That's gotta
on
be
the side of the bus.
orphanage.
That will hit you occasionally if you're too close. Stay back like
Hang
I
on,
did.
Sherry.
Pretty easy. Really didn't take that much ammunition or time to deal with them,
Hello?
so.
I have the pendant! Sherry? Sherry, are you here?
We're gonna come in here and grab the second box of submachine gun ammo before we go and find Sherry. We'll begin the sewers.
Sherry? Where are you?
Claire!
Sherry? I'll be right there! Go, go, go!
Literally just do what Claire says and run away.
Don't stop!
Simple.
Keep going.
Claire, are you all...
Sherry's... Go, go, go!
For this part, what would I recommend? I'd probably recommend another flash grenade to get through the room with the zombies. It's going to be the safest way to get through this area.
Don't stop!
You don't have to do that. You could just shoot them in the leg and bypass them.
Keep going.
But there is 3 in one
Sherry?
room, so
Can you hear me?
however you want to deal with that, that's up to you. You technically don't need the flash grenade, which is why I said you only
Smell
need
like
one.
shit. Literally.
If you have 2 or 3, go ahead and use it. In order to beat Claire's game, you only need the one with the method I'm using. This is more like a preference type of thing with these extra ones that I use for other stuff.
Cable car. Here?
Because you can easily get through this room with just shooting the zombies in the leg and getting out of here. But that might also mean that you don't get the locker, which I am going to get the locker, so. The locker combo is S, Z or Z, F. Some machine gun ammo there.
Hold on, Sherry. I'll be right there.
Turned around there. So the wall with the chess pieces is different from the first run. This wall is actually going to be, on this side, is going to be king, bishop, queen. So we're going to move the bishop over. And then on the other wall, it's going to be knight, rook, pawn. Just going to do those real quick, and then I'm going to come over here. We're going to grab the SLS, because the SLS gets its attachment. Keeping the handgun because there's more zombies to deal with. So we're just going to use the handgun bullets to dispatch them and or the SLS. There is the T-handle to our left. We're going to grab that first. The safe on the opposite side is safe with the SLS attachment. The code for that is 2128, but if you forget, it's actually written on the side, so you don't have to memorize it or write it down or whatever. Right there. So even if you forget, it doesn't really matter. And you get 5 rounds of Magnum for the SLS. Attach the Magnum parts to it, so that's pretty nice. It's literally just free ammo, so
What the hell?
decap there. 2 of them. Wow. I genuinely don't think I've ever had this many decaps. Just gonna reload just in case. Finish him off here. If he gets up after 6 shots to the head while he's laying down, I'll be pretty upset. This is the sewer key, so we're going to grab that. There's some gunpowder, and of course we're going to backtrack back into RPD for RPD2 before we finish the sewers. This guy better not be up again. Kind of an unusual death for a zombie. He didn't even move. I guess like 3 shots actually killed him, which is really unusual. It's not normal, so I'm a little leery of that. Slidey boy here, you just want to stay to your left. Make sure you're all the way to the left, or you will get stunned, potentially grabbed, and you will lose your no damage run right then and there. You could run a defensive item there, like a flash grenade or something, to help with that, I suppose. It's up to you. I think the SLS is pretty useful here to pop these zombies' heads. However, That being said, you probably shouldn't use it, because we need to use these for the last version of Birkin, so... I am going to do that to him, but these other zombies I am going to try and deal with them normally. A little closer than I would have liked him to be, but okay. Keep an eye on these guys real quick. He's crawling, so not too worried about him. This guy, however, he is actually pretty dangerous. And if you need to, you know, whip out your SLS and dispose of him. That would be the safest thing to do. It's also the fastest thing to do. You could also use your grenade launcher in this room, given the fact that we don't really need it anymore. So if you want to do that, feel free. Gunpowder here. I'm going to reload this real quick. Take the rook key because or the plug, excuse me. We're not going to be going back over there ever again, so... I'm actually going to grab the gunpowder there because I think I need to mix it with a couple of the other ones I have to get some more acid rounds. Then we're going to head back into RPD, get the submachine. So we already have the jewelry box because we're playing the second playthrough, which is nice. Even if we didn't, we could have already obtained it by going down into the basement like we basically already did, so potentially we could have already had it. But if you don't have it, it was in the shower room, you want to grab that before you go and head to the stars room. There shouldn't be any enemies in here that you need to kill, so keep that in mind, that you don't really need to worry too much about that. Oops. Those. We are going to take the film, like I said, and the jewelry box. There should not be any enemies. You will have to deal with one licker, but you're not going to actually shoot the licker or kill him. I suppose you could, but completely unnecessary to do so. So to get the jewel, we need to come in here, grab the hand, combine it with the book, like so. Stay to the left side of the statue. That will help you get around this licker a little bit easier, a little safer. In the first run, this licker does not come out, so it's just the second run that you have to deal with this. When he does that, you just leave as quickly as possible so you don't get hit. By the time he starts thrashing, she gone. Now we're going to go do the film next. Finally, we will go grab the extended magazine and the submachine gun from the stars room. There should not be a liquor in this room unless you scared one into it from the other hallway. I don't know why you would do that, but if you did, just be aware that can be there. Otherwise, there should be nothing in any of these hallways because we killed everything already. Another nice thing about Claire's playthrough is you can actually kill that liquor. You don't have to scare one in here in addition. So you get a nice little benefit there. This is the second playthrough, so there's no liquor in this hallway. The reason I like the second playthrough. There's our attachment. Examine the back of the badge, then you can use it as a USB. I'm going to take it back so that we can get the suppressor in the basement. Now we are done with RPD2. Pretty simple. Sewers are kind of a pain. You have a lot of G mutants to deal with down there. There's 3. You also have two extra zombies. No, 3 extra zombies. One of which you will need to deal with. No. 2 of which you'll have to deal with. What am I looking for here? Oh yeah, submachine gun ammo. We need 4 slots to carry our 2 plugs and the spark shot. So you're going to want to keep that in mind. I'm going to bring a little extra ammo just in case. We do actually have room for it, so you probably don't need extra. However, it is helpful to have. So. The zombies you could just use the submachine gun on. You are better off to keep the SLS Magnum ammo for Birkin at the very end. You shouldn't need that many shells to take him out, but still, it's nice to have. Because you do still get the chain gun to shoot at him, and that'll do most of the heavy lifting, so. Once they do that head bob, you're safe to go past him. That's basically perfect timing there, so he won't come up again and attack me before I get out of that area to never return again. Tap him to pull him out, and then hammer his eye until he gets killed. Reload. I'm going to switch to the Magnum to pop this guy's shoulder open for me. Then we're going to go back to the submachine gun to destroy him. Looks like he's going to spit some, I don't even know what you'd call these guys. Just be careful of those. Obviously, they can hit you and cause damage. If he does spit him like that, don't worry about it. Just shoot him with your submachine gun. It only takes 1 round to kill them, so basically you have plenty to deal with them. So there's an extra zombie here. He won't aggro at first because you have the suppressor on the submachine gun. I recommend just using the submachine gun to dispatch him. You probably won't get a decap with this gun. And the good thing about him being in the water is if he's going to get up, he will repeatedly get up over and over and over until he can't get up. So, super handy, because you know when he's actually dead, based on the fact that he stayed down. We do want to deal with this zombie. He will get up if we don't. Should take care of him. There's one more that's normally here, same situation. Just make sure they're good and dead. Really don't want them to get back up, so. There's our spark shot. We're going to take our plug back. So here. Yeah, we're done with this section of the sewer. I'd say this is probably the hardest section of the sewer for sure. G-mutants are a huge pain. But with the SLS and the submachine gun, it makes it significantly easier. So. We're going to trigger this one. He's going to run towards us. When he misses, we're just going to go around him. And we're out of here. You probably want to be a little further back than that. I got really close to that. Either way, as long as he doesn't get you. Deal with the plug puzzle, and then off to G2. This is where we're going to need that extra flash grenade. This is like the one spot where I use it typically. As you can see, you know, if you have extra flash grenades, they are handy to have, so. Let's put this away. Let me keep this on me, actually. We do need the grenade launcher and at least 2 flame rounds. I would recommend having an extra one just in case, but we need at least 2. Just a refresher, the left wall is king and queen on the open spots. And on this side it's knight, rook, pawn. Don't forget your flash grenade, because I have forgotten mine many, many times. So don't do that. So you just need the one. If you're worried about G2 here, you could bring an extra one. There is an extra one in the room we're going to use. So you don't need to bring two because you'll be provided with two. You know, if you're worried about it, you could do that. Switches are 2, 3, 4. Come near the door to trigger these two coming through the wall. Get up underneath this fan right here. I'm gonna shoot his arm a couple of times. This will get him to jump down. And bust through the shutter.
Should have known you wouldn't die.
First thing we're going to do is we're going to activate the switch on the lift. The crane, whatever you want to call it. We're going to get our flash grenade and the knife here. Throw your flash grenade. Hit him with the flame grenade, and then get him to go down by shooting him with your submachine gun. We're going to come over here. Now we want to lure him over here. But we want to make sure we reload this first. Get our flash grenade ready. Same thing, we're going to hit him with our flame. Hit him with the submachine gun. Activate the crane, and you're done. You basically just sit here and wait. Easy peasy. Basically, the key to that part is you need to do enough damage to him so that he actually falls.
This is taking forever.
If you don't, he will stay up there and you will be in a lot of trouble. So just make sure you do it like I showed you, and you'll be good to go.
Annette said her lab's not far. Wait, that cable car.
This will conclude the sewers. We're going to head to Nest.
Hold on, Sherry.
The last part of the game.
You're gonna be fine. Almost there, Sherry. We're almost there.
We also get the signal modulator right away on the second part, on the second playthrough. So we can
Good.
grab an extra
Cable car.
hip pouch right away, which is really nice.
Okay. Better check everything. There's no turning back.
If you missed anything before you pull that lever, you need to go
This
get it.
train is bound for Nest. Do not
As she
exit
said, you
until
don't
the final
have a way
destination.
to go back after that, so... Good idea to take care of that first. If you do the route that I took, there shouldn't be anything for you to go grab. Literally got everything you
Getting you
need.
treatment. Just hold on, Sherry. It's okay.
For your safety, stand clear until the doors are fully open. For your safety, stand clear until the doors are fully open. For your safety, stand clear until the doors are fully open. Welcome to Nest. Enjoy your visit.
Some flame rounds, why not? Kind of unnecessary, to be honest with you. Like, you don't really need it, but... I am going to take the spark shot because there's an attachment in here for it. Yeah. So the signal modulator is out there,
Authorized staff only
but we
beyond
need
this point.
the...
Guests must refrain from entering.
the little chip that goes into our bracelet first. So we gotta go through the little cafeteria. When you come in here, immediately hook a right. Grab the hand grenade. Turn around very quickly. Grab the spark shot ammunition. Keep following the room around until you get to these stairs in the back. Immediately go up these, or excuse me, not stairs, ladder. Go through the massively large vent. Grab some gunpowder. Grab a defensive knife here, just in case this zombie grabs us. But you can. He's kind of a tricky fellow, this guy. Down. There's some more flame rounds here. If you want to, you can grab them. Again, we don't need them, so it's going to be up to you whether you actually grab those or not. I am going to grab the hip pouch, so I'm going to be coming back in here in just a moment to do that. This is not a necessary step of the playthrough. It just makes it easier for you to grab more stuff.
Dr. Lee, your presence is urgently requested.
And if you have a lot of leftover flame rounds, you could actually leave the spark shot here and just grab this with all the flame rounds. Because believe it or not, this works really good on the Groots. So
By Chief
you
Cartwright
could
in the
actually
East
just run that
area.
instead of the spark shot. If you want to. I'll show you. I don't really normally do that, but it's just as viable. The flame grenades actually kill the Groots, and the spark shot does not. So if you hit a Groot with 2 flame rounds, they will actually die. It's to here. This is OSS. Right here is the hip pouch, and we can just leave. We're never coming back in here again. Make sure you take that line I just took so you don't open the cafeteria door. Those zombies can come out of there very quickly and they can grab you very easily. Don't do that. That would be a fairly big mistake. I would also recommend having a knife on you right now, because if one of these Groots grabs you and you don't have one, you will die. It won't just take damage, it will kill you instantly. So don't do that. I'm pretty confident most of the time that something won't get me. I don't do a lot of defensive weapons, but with the Groots, I don't take chances. They are just too dangerous to play games with. I don't. If you hug the right side, you can actually get by that Groot without him snagging you. They always take a little bit of time when they first get up to actually grab you, so. Dispersal capsule. And then this is going to be 5831, if you look at it like a cell phone dialer. And 2048 is the second one. 208. That's how I remember it. I think it's probably the best way, honestly. run down here so we can do the dispersal solution. That one is just blue, red, green over and over and over until you solve it. So pretty simple. Make sure you grab the grenade.
Manual mode engaged.
Like I said,
Adjust
blue, red,
amount
green
of
until it's
solution
finished.
to match cartridge capacity.
And that'll conclude the rest of the puzzles for the game. There isn't any more. Out here, there can be a couple of Groots in your way, so just keep that in mind. You're gonna blast them. As you can see, the flame rounds are very effective on them, so... And since we already have the signal modulator, we don't need to go up the stairs in the second run through. Again, in my opinion, way better, way nicer. We're gonna kill all the zombies in this room so that we don't have to deal with them when the lickers are here. And there's a few extras here. This one is URF. Oops, don't do that. Make sure you examine it first. So you can go into the side room now before the liquors even come out, which is nice. And there will be some gunpowder, you can mix that. There's a knife in here, there's also more flame rounds if you want them, need them. And put away all this stuff. And as you can see, I still have 13 flame rounds available to me at this point, so we have way more than we actually need. Here, this can be a little tight, but just go directly in. Don't hesitate. You will just barely get in there before that liquor hits you. And it will not chase you in here.
Dr. Lee, you have 5 new messages.
Just make sure you time that correctly
Damn.
so that you don't get hit.
Should have packed my perk.
You take any extra time right there, you will get hit by that liquor.
Cooling
Here,
complete.
you could kill the liquors if you felt like it, although I wouldn't recommend it. It's kind of just a waste of time considering we're basically leaving this area now. I would say just leave. Walk through here and just go. I'd prefer to just save the ammo for the Groots. You're not coming back in here, so these guys kind of don't really matter. As you can see, one round knocks them down, so easy peasy.
So much for the weed infestation.
Warning.
And they do burn for a little bit too, so you do get like a little extra time to get through here, but it really doesn't matter because we have so many flame rounds that even if they were to get up again, we would just blast them. That one is far enough away, I won't even hit him. Go left in here immediately, because there is a Groot right there in the corner that can grab you. And then you can hammer these guys. So much easier than Leon's playthrough. Leon doesn't have anything that can knock them down like that, other than the flamethrower. And the way that I play this game, I use the flamethrower for G2, G3. I don't have extra flamethrower rounds really, or fuel rather. Whereas she has plenty of extra flame rounds. I mean, how many do we have? We still have 8 rounds, so we have a ton. You could use these for zombies too, as you saw me do a few times. Like, they're really, really good for that because it only takes 1 round to kill them. So you end up saving a lot of ammo. This will be the last use of the signal modulator, so you can discard that. And basically we're just gonna come in here and trigger G3. I believe we're gonna get a couple more gunpowders first to make our last set of acid rounds. And then we're gonna fight G3 exclusively with acid rounds. We're gonna loop him over and over and over again until he dies.
Thank God. The antiviral agent. Gotta get back to ship.
Literally super easy to beat G3. So. Switch to acid. Put our flame rounds away. And take every single one of your acid rounds out because we're about to use them. I would also recommend taking a knife. G3 can jump on you, so it is prudent to bring a knife in case that happens. You hopefully wouldn't get jumped on more than once, but as you can see, we do have extra room, so if you needed to, you could absolutely bring a second knife if you want. Until he gets done doing this, and we're just going to keep hitting him as soon as he's ready to move. Just keep doing this over and over and over. I like to get away from him a little bit once I hit him a few times. I don't particularly want him to be super close to me. There's a small chance that he could actually hit you when he gets unstunned. So better to keep him far away. Be real careful of that when he does that. You just don't want to get... You don't want to get hammered there. You don't want to be caught reloading when he gets done with that little sequence. So just time that correctly. I would actually recommend just getting away from him when he does that. That way there's no risk of you actually getting hit there. Here's where he's going to grab the wall and throw it at you. So you need to run this way before he gets there, otherwise he's going to hit you with this. Be very careful, he does like to start swinging right after this, so continue your looping. Just keep your distance and finish him off. Super, super easy. As long as you stay away, you should have no issue dealing with him right there at all. Just don't ever let him get close to you, because there is a pretty decent chance that he just might immediately swing and hit you. So just be careful. We don't need handgun ammo or a first aid spray. We're going to leave those. Thing there, that's handgun ammo. We do want to grab the Magnum. Technically, I don't even need the flash grenades, but I have a habit of picking them up anyway. Spark shot ammo. Grenade. The grenade we need, the rest of it we kind of don't, to be honest with you. That's literally one of the only things in this room we need. The Magnum ammo is nice, I suppose.
Gotta get back to Sherry.
Now we can put the acid rounds away. What we have left, put the grenades away, spark shot away, and we can go back to our flame rounds. You could also do this with the spark shot. There's a couple of Groots we're going to have to deal with, so a couple of Groots and one zombie that has literally 1 hit point. So flame rounds are perfect for that, and of course the pistol for the Zomberino.
Sherry, can you walk faster?
Yeah.
I don't want to rush you, but we have to go.
Initiated. Use the central elevator to evacuate immediately to the bottom level train platform. Attention. Self-destruct sequence initiated.
Let's get the hell out of here.
Use the central elevator to evacuate immediately to the bottom level train platform. Attention. Self-destruct sequence initiated. Use the central elevator to evacuate immediately to the bottom level train platform. Attention. Self-destruct sequence initiated.
Claire? Yeah? Thank you for being so nice to me. For helping me. I'm really glad I met you.
I'm really glad I met you too, Sherry. But save your thanks until I get you out of this place.
Evacuate immediately to the bottom level train platform. Attention. Self-destruct sequence initiated.
Pretty self-explanatory, we just keep going further and further down, obviously. In this next room, when we get to the bottom, just run past these Groots, don't even bother hitting them. There's no point. They can't grab or hurt Sherry, so just literally ditch them. Plenty of time.
It's locked.
Hold on.
Sure, what are you...
I think I can open it from the other side.
And we'll wait for the group to drop down. Usually wait till they get up. Blast them. Same thing here. You don't need to finish them off. You have plenty of time to just leave them there. But I do finish them off anyway, just because I dislike them so much. Deal with Mr. Zombie here. Indiana Jones style.
Sherry, you hanging in there?
I'm right behind you.
Atta girl. Think we're almost out of here.
All we need for G4 is hand grenades, so we've been saving those the entire game. This is where we're going to use them. We only have 9. You can use the submachine gun if you want to, just to shoot him, kind of like when he's
Worth a try.
when he's like at the very end when he's just crawling after you. If you want. Not necessary. I do it anyway just because it's fun. Once he starts crawling after you, he's basically dead. So you really don't need to shoot him. It just goes a little faster if you do, essentially. Alright. So just avoid him, throw grenades at him, and that's pretty much it. As you can see, the grenades really do make a big difference, so... knocks those eyeballs off very quickly, so... The first time he climbs up here, he won't jump directly on you. The second time he will, so be very careful. Of course, when he's swinging wildly, you definitely don't want to be anywhere near that. At this point, he's basically dead already. When he's crawling like that. So, just stay away from him if you run out of ammo or whatever. You could just keep away from him. It's not a big deal. And then, for the train, we're just going to take the chain gun, the submachine gun, and the SLS. Whatever remaining ammo you have left for it. Magnum rounds only. That's all we need. We don't need anything beyond that. Trigger, and then obviously we want to be nowhere near him.
Gotta stop moving like this. Hope you like bullets, because I got a hell of a lot more.
And we're going to wait for the eye because that's where we can do the largest amount of damage.
Sake, how
So
the hell are you still kicking?
we're just going to wait for that eye, and then we're going to let him have it.
Chris, like
And that's it. Technically, you don't even need the submachine gun there, or the SLS. But if you want to just take pot shots at him, you can. And that's it, guys. Claire, second run, hardcore, no infinite weapons, no saves, no video edits or cuts, and with my commentary. Hope you guys really liked it. I'm glad you guys are here. Please leave me a like and subscribe if you haven't already. See you next time.